and games tables. Don't Christmas shop for it, Argos it.
Fujitsu Siemens Scalio 6405. It's got an Intel Pentium D processor with dual-core technology, and it's just $499.
I'm looking for a computer that stores lots of photos. I'm buying the kids' cameras for Christmas.
It's got a 250 gig hard drive.
I'm very sorry, but we've got some technical difficulties that are occurring at our broadcasting centre. We're trying to return to normal programming as soon as we can so we can bring you this week's edition of Ant and Dec's Saturday Night Takeaway. This is ITV1. Once again, we're very sorry for the technical difficulties at our broadcasting centre. We're still trying our hardest to return to normal scheduled programming as soon as we can. This is ITV1. We've got an update regarding the technical difficulties in the broadcasting centre. The cause is that a bomb exploded outside the broadcasting centre and have severely damaged broadcasting equipment. Because of this, we're unable to return to normal programming, and we can't bring you this week's Ant and Dec's Saturday Night Takeaway. In the meantime, please stand by while we find an alternative solution. This is ITV1. We've got some further news to share with you. Shortly after a bomb exploded outside our broadcasting studio, another bomb has exploded but at 10 Downing Street. Prime Minister Tony Blair has just been rushed to St Thomas Hospital, where he's been treated for very serious injuries. There's no further information regarding that explosion, so please stand by while we try to gather more news regarding this distressing situation.
This is ITV1. We have an emergency announcement.
As you are aware, a bomb has exploded outside the broadcasting centre in London, and the explosion has caused severe damage to the broadcasting equipment. This meant that we couldn't return to normal programming, but now we have found a solution. We're temporarily airing our programming schedule at our broadcasting centre up in Manchester. Normal programming should be available in just over an hour. Everyone that was present in or around the centre are all right and have been safely evacuated to a street away from the explosion by police who arrived on the scene shortly after. It was found that a bomb was placed in a car parked outside the broadcasting centre. Shortly after the first bomb exploded, another bomb exploded at 10 Downing Street, and as reported, Prime Minister Tony Blair was rushed to St Thomas Hospital for very serious injuries. A few moments ago, it has been confirmed by the UK government that Prime Minister Tony Blair has unfortunately passed away this evening because of his injuries being too severe to save him. A statement from the UK government reads, "It comes with deep sorrow to report that Prime Minister Tony Blair has died aged 53 because of his injuries. He was immediately rushed to St Thomas Hospital after a bomb exploded outside 10 Downing Street and passed away at 6:49 p.m. Thoughts and prayers are with his family and friends as we mourn the loss of our leader." So let's take a moment and reflect on the news. This is ITV1. Just a reminder on the latest news that's occurred over the last few minutes. Roughly 10 minutes ago, a bomb exploded outside our broadcasting centre in London, which has severely damaged broadcasting equipment and we're temporarily unable to air normal programming. However, this should be solved by tomorrow as we're transferring our broadcasting schedule to our other broadcasting centre in Manchester. A second bomb exploded, but at 10 Downing Street, where Prime Minister Tony Blair was rushed to hospital. Due to the severity of his injuries, the Prime Minister has passed away. We now turn to ITV News for an emergency news broadcast.
This is ITV2. As you were aware earlier, we had some technical difficulties but were resolved a few minutes later. However, ITV1 broadcasting has had significant damage, and as a result, ITV's main channel programming schedules will be airing from our other broadcasting centre in Manchester. Channels affected are the following: ITV1, ITV2, ITV3, and ITV4. Other channels such as CITV and ITV Play will not be affected and will run as normal at our broadcasting centre in London. These effects will happen at midnight, so if you're up watching our channels, there will be a cut-off for around 10 to 15 minutes. After that bomb exploded, another one happened at Downing Street, which resulted in Prime Minister Tony Blair being rushed to hospital but has died of his injuries. We're now merging all ITV channels for coverage on the latest news.
This is BBC One, but I'm afraid to say, but there's been a devastating event that occurred during our last programme where 2 bombs have exploded in London this evening. One exploded outside ITV's broadcasting centre and another at Downing Street, where Prime Minister Tony Blair was rushed to hospital but has sadly died. We're suspending normal programming to bring you BBC News.
This is ITV1. We have an announcement to make. We're able to return to broadcasting at our main broadcasting centre in London. The transfer of programming schedules will happen at midnight, so if you're up then, there will be a short loss of connection. We'll now return you to normal programming, and now it's Coronation Street.